Hello, everybody. How are you today? I am well. This is Heather, and we are playing The Tomorrow Children. This is a game out on PlayStation 4 right now. It's developed by Q Games and SIE Japan Studios, and it's really strange. Picture Little Big Planet meets Paper Please and some other things. It's very odd. Right now, I'm actually in a player-made town. I believe it's called Vladluga. I just chose a nice, well-populated town. You can see right here, this game's basically about labor, like capital L labor. So I am going around, I am putting resources into storage. I am getting on this bus, basically this crazy worker bus, where I'm going to go out into the wastelands, which in this game is called the Void, where I might then encounter some monsters, and then I can fight them sort of as a soldier for the town, or I can go out and do some mining. I'm going to focus on some mining. For the travel purposes, I'm going to probably do a quick cut here so we can get to the land. There's a lot of traveling in this game, so we're going to get ready. And I think we're going to switch right here. And so it takes a while, but you finally arrive at your destinations, and you can see that there are already tons of players who are mining this land, this small little spit of land for all these resources. And everything you do, every little thing you do, from loading things onto a truck, from putting them into storage, from just doing some other bits of work, you sort of get like these little tickets and these points for the town. And you can eventually get like more contracts and more space for the town. The thing that I'm trying to do right now is it's a pretty interesting game. I just am doing some offloading and onloading, and then we'll probably jump back into the town. I want to get a house in this town. I want to get a house in Vladluga, and it just means a lot of working, so we're going to jump back here. And there's a lot of different ways to do work in this game. I know that sounds like a really not too exciting thing, but this game is sort of about the grind and how that grind affects the community. So here, I'm literally just running on a treadmill so that we can charge up the town's electricity and power. And that in turn will affect sort of things around the town, like, say, our cannons, because there are monsters that will maybe attack. I don't know. I saw some giant spider things in there, which are super crazy. But you can do small things like this. You can decide, hey, I'm going to help the town build power, or hey, I'm going to go out and I'm going to wait by the incoming, like, work trucks and just load things into our stockpile. And no matter what you do, you're sort of building up licenses and getting different papers and certifications as a worker. It's really, as a concept, at first I wasn't so sold on it. But the more that I started to do it, the more that I felt that I was sort of contributing to a community. I don't really have that big a connection to Vladluga, but after a little bit of work, I feel some satisfaction in helping a community grow and possibly becoming a part of it. And as you can see, any little bit of work you do just gets tallied up. You get tokens, you get money. You can use that money to buy different weapons. You can use it to make sure that you have pickaxes for when you go out and mine. And I think the thing that I really just like, though, is that it's really nice to have these spaces that are these player-defined spaces, and then to have not a strict ecosystem in place where labor is this thing that sort of contributes to the whole, but to just have enough of that, right? There's not like strict, like, I don't pick a role. I don't say to myself, well, when I start up, I'm going to be a miner, or I'm going to take the part of a soldier. I find those things naturally. In this situation, I'm just going to go over here, and I'm going to mine. Outside, within the space of the Void, which is all that space outside of the town, there's all these very strange geometries, and the most important thing is to just go around and mine them. First off, let's just sort of explore it. Sometimes they're more akin to, like, normal islands. Sometimes they end up having this weird, like, cubist stuff going on. Sometimes they're just like blocks, but they rise up from the depths, and there we go. And so when this town was founded, whoever it was who founded this town, I don't even know yet, they found this sort of location, and they said, well, this is good enough for us to mine, right? This is a good enough area for us to get the basic necessities that we need to start up this community. And just sort of place their town from there. And then I found that town because it was populated. It was well populated. As you can see, there are just people going around and doing work. I could start up my own town, but I don't really want to. And I don't know how people find these towns, but they must do it the way I do, where I just said, well, this is a place with people, and this is a place I can contribute. And you just sort of want to do it. I keep on doing all these cuts because it's hard to get where I need to go, but I do have a jetpack because I'm super great. So I'm going to climb up here. Well, not climb. I'm going to jetpack up here. I don't know. Is jetpack a verb? I think it can be. And I'm just going to do a little bit of mining. And the thing about this game that I also like is that there's this undercurrent of like service and labor, but it's also just like there's something kind of cute and relaxing about it. Like, oh, hey, I'm going to shake this tree. And I'm just going to grab some fruit. And that's going to keep me energized. And I'm going to eat the fruit. I'm just going to munch right down on it so that I can just... And it's in this broader purpose of like, oh, I want that energy so I can keep on working. And this game's not like a harsh critique on labor or anything, but the idea is that you just keep on doing hard work. You keep on doing more so the town can produce and expand. But at the same time, it's also kind of really relaxing. There's something going on in the distance over there that I think we're going to investigate, because I think it's pretty exciting stuff. Let's make sure I have a shotgun to be safe. Let's move here. I don't think I'll have to add any more cuts, but I do just sort of add edits to get rid of travel time. But here I think we're okay. What is that? Oh, first off, let's help and make sure that the town is safe and productive by making sure that all of this gets loaded somewhere. The train is coming in right here, so we can just kind of load it right onto the back of the train, and that will take it back to the town. I call it a train. It's a train, it's a truck, it's like a subway car. It's all of these things. This game has this strange mix of aesthetics where it's like sort of modern drudgery and like Eastern European sort of downtrodden feelings, and then like kind of toys. It feels like I'm playing in a toy box a little bit. You go out and one of the resources you collect are literally like Russian nesting dolls, but they're relics. They're like really important. And yeah, so I think that's a monster. So we are going to help defend the town from a monster, which means that we get to jump into one of these. Holy shit, that thing's big. That thing is big. So let's get our cannon ready, and we're going to keep on firing, and it looks like it's pretty weak. So it shouldn't take too long. But I've never seen a monster this big yet. I have seen some smaller creatures that I can sort of fight with a shotgun. And it's a good thing this town has cannons, because I don't know what happens if like a monster just like rolls up on your town and decides to fuck shit up. It's very good that we have cannons. I think you can buy like RPGs, but no one person with an RPG is going to take down Godzilla Light right here. So let's just keep on focusing and let's make sure that we can take it down. I think this is a nice sort of... This shows sort of the breadth of sort of interactions that can occur. There's those quiet mining moments. There's those sort of labor-filled moments of working like on a dock or shuffling around resources. There's kind of that treadmill running feeling when you're literally running on the treadmill. But then there's also just sometimes things that have a really nice sense of scale. There's a dangerous world out there. And when you're staking land in this world, you sort of have to set it up. Oh, I stopped firing. So let's make sure we get this. Like, I think over there's like a little tower that will end up shocking the monster if it gets close. And you have to worry about sort of acquiring all these things and then making sure that they're all secure. And I like the fact that this game, the more I've played it, the more I felt like I'm part of a community. Oh, I think we got it. There we go. Yes. Oh, that thing's totally down. Let's go check it out. And I think that might be the end of it today. But it does feel like you're contributing to something. I was a part of the group that defended the city. I'm a part of the group that is going to check this thing out because I think we can harvest it. So I think what we're going to do is we are going to continue the never-ending toil of work and labor by just chipping away at this monster. And so that was tomorrow, children. I will see you around, but first I have to make sure that I continue working for the glory of Vlad Luga. Bye!